this wasn't a difficult decision because he came in here giving me all of the energy that I've been waiting for and wanting. The boy I would like to couple up with is Kenny.
Did y'all see the girls living for Janae throwing Connor's words back at him? Those were the exact same nasty words he said at the recoupling when he picked Leah over Janae. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Love Island USA Season 6, Episode 16, Recap and Review. What do they say? One thing about those tables, they will turn. And Connor saw his turn tonight when he did not get selected to stay in the villa.
I'm feeling really anxious. The boy I would like to couple up with is Miguel.
It's a world between my head and my heart.
So long, Connor. You will not be missed. Y'all, it took her so long to get that speech out. I was like, oh my gosh, just spit it out. You know you're not going to pick Connor. You really don't feel that bad about it, if we're being honest. You actually got the ick from him pretty quickly. And like I said, she did do Connor dirty. Let's not say she didn't. She did do Connor dirty. She never liked that boy. She just used him to stay in the villa. But he was so nasty, so rude to Janae when he thought he had Leah that it was ridiculous. And I cannot overlook that. Like, there was no reason for him to throw shade at Janae and just be absolutely nasty to her like that when he thought he had his relationship with Leah locked up. And he should have known better anyway, because it was clear that she still wanted Rob. From that first night when he tried to talk to her, all she was doing was talking about Rob. So bye, Connor. Good luck on the outside. I will say this, though. I am interested to see how he tries to spin his treatment of Janae when he does his post-show podcast, because in his goodbye messages, he was trying to play himself as the victim. Oh, I don't know why Leah did me like this. Such a good guy, blah, 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 blah. So I really hope someone will really hold his feet to the fire about how he treated Janae at the end. And did y'all see this? They hung up his American flag trunks and everybody dapped it up on the way. I was like, okay, whatever. But anyway, let's talk about the rest of the recoupling. And oh yes, Aaron was absolutely distraught that another one of his boys was leaving. He was in tears, which Aaron tends to cry a lot. But yeah, let's talk about the rest of the recoupling. So the rest of the recoupling went pretty much how you would expect. I really did expect the new girl Cassidy to pick Rob, even though she flirted around with Miguel and Connor. In her intro, she said she wanted Rob. And you guys know the producers are not going to let Rob go. He is a bona fide actor and just brings straight drama. So there's no way they were letting him go before Casa. And you know, we got Casa coming up in 3 days. They said at the end, on After the Sun tonight, we're going to meet some of the Casa people. I'm still wondering if they're going to bring Andrea back during Casa, because that would be a pretty big twist. So I'm still waiting to see that. Like last year, they brought Hannah, Marco's ex-girlfriend Hannah back. So they may bring her back. When she was doing her post-island interviews, she was still in Fiji. So, and Hakeem was already back at home. So they may bring her back. So we also had the 4 girls that decided to send Andrea home sit down to hash out the argument that they had the night before.
Foremost, I'm sorry about the entire situation. I felt like you and I are close enough that if there was, like, I don't know, miscommunication, something weird going on, we could have dealt with it, like, on the side together. But I know I called you over there. It's not like you walked up on your own.
Well, I'm glad she admitted that she kind of started this whole thing by calling Liv over there on her and Rob's conversation while Liv was sitting over there minding her business. If we want to be really real, Rob kind of instigated this whole thing between the girls. But Leah did call Liv over there and then proceeded to curse her out and call her out of her name several times. So I'm glad that she did own up to that. And look at the boys. Rob stirred all this up, and the boys are over there eavesdropping, trying to hear what happened.
But I thought that you were trying to save your ass and not make the narrative against you because the boys were so persistent on it.
Yeah. I understand that 1,000%, but we all did make that decision. It wasn't one
Leah,
person
you
was
did
like,
throw
yeah,
Andrea's name out there first.
Everything I said out there, I own and I still stand by. That she's delusional and a complete liar. I can make my own judgment, and like you kept saying, you took a backseat in the relationship, but I didn't think that was also the case.
I'm glad that Liv stood her ground and she was like, I said what I said. You're a delusional liar. And I'm so sick of Serena and to an extent, Janae taking up for Leah so hard when I've never seen her do the same. Serena was like, well, you called her a delusional liar. Well, Leah called that girl a B and all kind of other stuff, told her to shut the F up. I mean, straight up cursed her out. And she kept her composure, but Serena didn't have any words from that. So I don't know what this is. Why Janae and Serena are so protected over Leah is ridiculous. But at the end of the day, they both apologize and they're going to move on from it. I do think there's still going to be a little bit of sticking there because look at Liv's face. So I think she has her guard up with Leah going forward. What else happened in this episode? Nicole was still really torn between Miguel and Kendall. Miguel actually did sit down with her and told her that it was bothering him that she was spending so much time with Kendall, who she's actually in a couple with, and that he really likes her. She was still unsure about whether she wanted to be with him or not. Then they had a competition. Oh, there were some moments between Kenny and Janae. I don't know. It's still early with these two. I don't know if he's genuine. And honestly, I don't know if she really likes him either. Maybe she's just trying to make it to Casa as well. So we'll see what happened with that. This year's Casa is going to be insane because none of these couples are really stable. So Connor did try with the new girl, Cassidy, but as we saw at the beginning, that did not work out because Cassidy ended up picking Rob. This competition was crazy. The guys had to pretend to work out, slide down a pole, make a shake, put a kettlebell on some little shady comments. The standout from that was that Kendall called Rob the most untrustworthy, and Rob had a fit about it, but they talked it out later and they were fine.
Is the least trustworthy.
Give me one reason. Word gets around, bro. Word gets around. You explain.
It's a he said, she said. It's like Leah said something, you said something.
Oh, so you adjusted.
Only reason I did it was because the Leah and you situation is a little bit murky.
No, I'm actually fucking pissed, dude. Like, what are you talking about? We'll beef about this.
If we're being honest, the situation with Leah and Rob is not 100% one of the other wrong. They both did some wrongs in that situation. So I see where Kendall was coming from. But Rob had a fit because he did that whole thing yesterday with calling Leah out. Everybody was on his side. And then Kendall comes and does this. It was hilarious. So for the rest of the challenge, we had Connor and Rob picking the new girl, Cassidy. Kendall and Miguel picked Nicole. Nigel picked Liv, which shocked Liv because she didn't really think it was like that between them. She later told the girls that she didn't really feel anything for the kiss, but she was willing to give it a try with him. Kenny picked Janae. No one picked Leah. And Cordell picked Serena, of course. And he actually ended up winning the whole competition.
He's like the best dancer in the villa, besides myself.
I literally was gonna go on the shot.
That was so hard.
This cracked me up when he jumped in the water. First of all, he almost choked on the shake. Then he jumped in the water. He said he almost went in the shot. And then the whole little thing with Serena. I'm so confused by her. One day she likes Cordell. The next day she doesn't. I don't know. I'm interested to see what she does in Casa more because I feel like if they bring the right guy in there for her, she will flip on Cordell. I think they just haven't brought anyone in yet that she really likes like that. So that is the only reason why she hasn't made a real move. But these two have the potential to be so cute, but she just keeps going back and forth on him. So I think Casa is going to be big. What she does in Casa makes a big difference on how they progress through the rest of the season. Now, I honestly would like them to send a girl in Casa specifically for Cordell. I just think it would be a KK type situation where he would not go for it. So he may entertain it a little bit, but I don't think he will actually switch up on Serena because he seems to like her so much. Drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on that. That was pretty much it for this episode. I did want to mention that Liv picked Nigel, and she had a hard time with that because she didn't want to send Connor home. But it is what it is. She decided to give him a chance. I don't think there's really anything there. Again, Casa More is in 3 days. So like I said, this year's Casa is going to be chaotic. They probably already went because, you know, they're a little bit ahead in filming. If they haven't already went, they'll probably go on Sunday. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one.